good, guys? So a few months back, I decided to drop my review of Arknight's Enfield, but little did I know that this one video would effectively lead to the biggest cooking, grilling, destruction, and downright annihilation of the biggest and most toxic content creator in the gacha space. Welcome to How to Cook a Rat with your host, CJ. It all started when I myself led the charge of what eventually turned an exposition into a crucifixion. Creator after creator rose up to air out their grievances against this content creator. But it wasn't just random content creators. It was a gathering of co-workers, ex-girlfriends, and even IRL friends. They all had enough and decided to not only sever ties but also let loose, speaking their minds and exposing details we never knew and you couldn't even imagine. This all led to this creature being exposed for what he really was, giving us a more private look behind the curtain. And after all that was said and done, I decided to end things with a season finale video, dropping the mic and easily claiming victory. Now, and hold up, for those goblin meat munchers that want to claim otherwise, let me refresh your memory a little bit just so you know who it is that you're talking to. First and foremost, you're wrong because 1, you're retarded. 2, this man Saint avoided one-on-one calls with me. I DM'd him about some shit and we literally said on stream, let's call this dude. And I called him and he didn't take up the call. I just want to remind y'all of that. All of that is on stream. 2, he avoided joining a VC call with a bunch of his peer and his father. He effectively was the only dude that didn't pick up the call. Once again, all of that is on stream in 4K, right? This man avoided joining a VC set up by his father. Tecton and I got on stream on VC and said, yep, we're going to set up this thing so y'all could talk it out, one-on-one. Guess what happened? Saint Tonta said, nope, I'm taking the day off.
Yeah, we're definitely taking a break tomorrow, bro. I might hop off for a call with Techie, but if it's with this crazy ass bitch, I'm gonna say no.
Just to remind y'all of the badass that you guys are supporting, okay? He avoided meeting up in real life to throw hands like men, right? It gets to a point where you're talking a lot of online shit. You're over here saying a lot of things online, and it's normal if you're just like, attacking other people's points regarding a gacha game. But when you start throwing accusations at people, calling them pedophiles, criminals, thieves, racist, all of these things that can severely damage a reputation, I feel that it's enough talking. Let's meet up and throw some hands. I think that's the best, right?
It would be nice if Stain stops implying Jenna is a pedophile.
You're coming at me, right? Attacking me as a man. Let's meet up and throw some hands. Guess what happens? Nah, bro, that's some orc behavior. That's some caveman behavior, right? Just remember, that's the same guy. He was so desperate to win, man was adding the faces of people to his thumbnail to pretend he had backup. And some of these people were either laughing at him or at what was going on.
Please, Tecton, I need this.
I like you say it, but I think these thumbnails are hilarious.
Please, Tecton.
Like, okay, it's a little funny. Okay, it's really funny.
Or flat out ended up going up against him at some point.
Little bro, Saint, I want to ask you a serious question. I know you're in here, no lifing it. Did you see me ask my chat for anything? Did you see me ask anybody for anything to deal with you? You are a little bitch, bro. You know you are. You're such a pussy, bro.
And he was so desperate to have someone on his side that he was using them for thumbnails, saying, yeah, 2v15, 2v27, right? Y'all remember that? Not one CC came to his side, despite claiming he now had so many better friends than the ones he had before. These were so much better, and just wait, they're going to be dropping their video soon. Not one CC dropped the video. Not one CC stood up for Saint Tontas. Nobody. And it would be different if he hadn't gone out of his way to say that his new friends were so much better and they were going to go out and pretty much expose everything and pretty much have his back when nobody really did. He had to out his ex-girlfriend in a random desperate attempt to get a win and earn some points from his special, downright retarded groomed audience. That was so random. We were just here randomly talking shit back and forth between everybody. Then one day this man goes live and says, yup, you know that person I've been beefing with, calling her all sorts of names? Yeah, I used to love her, and I even talked about what our kids would look like. Yup, that was random as fuck, but he was desperate, right? He was so down bad at one point, he had to fake liking content creators from games he has continuously shat on. Games he has continuously stated that if you play and enjoy these games, you're either a pedophile or you're weird and belong in jail. He randomly went out of his way to make friends with people that stream and cover games like Zenla Zone Zero because no one else wanted to collab or do content with him. He was even pushed out of several creator collabs, so he had to go out of his way and make friends with people he's never really interacted with because no one else was actually talking to him. He was so down bad while flexing his unlimited money and unlimited resources that he had to go out of his way to take sponsorships from a browser game in a game that is 10 years old, whose servers have already shut down but now reopened in a desperate attempt to scam more people. And those are the sponsors he had to take. That doesn't sound like someone that's, well off on his feet and has that many options. And the list goes on and on, but that's beside the point. We already know I cooked him and he couldn't do anything about it.
You let Skull CJ do whatever the fuck he wanted. You guys let CJ do whatever he wanted with no punishment, and so now this is actually confirmed to be the new YouTube meta.
Now guys, I know you're 5 minutes into this video asking yourself, yo CJ, why are you doing this? You already done cooked and obliterated this guy before. He couldn't do anything against you. But why are you deciding to come back and go at him again? And there's going to be a lot of speculations. There's going to be a lot of people yapping. So I'm going to break down exactly why it is that I'm doing this so you guys know exactly why it is that I'm doing it. You don't got to go ahead and guess. You don't got to go and make up stories. You guys are going to know exactly why. Now, for those of you that don't know, I took a break from my channel for about 2.5 months. I would still post here and there, but I was not active, barely streamed, barely did anything. And the reason for that is that my dog, my son, for the last 12 years, was diagnosed with cancer. And it was a very aggressive cancer. And it pretty much sidelined me from everything. It took all my time, all my money, all my energy. And I really didn't even feel like streaming and putting up a face of being happy when in reality, I was very depressed, right? He's my life. I love this animal with every fiber of my being, and having to deal with that, having to see him slowly get worse was really, really tough. Matter of fact, it is a terminal cancer. So right now we're doing everything we can to give him the best life possible. Chemo, pills, special food, everything, right? We're doing the whole shebang bang. So I uploaded a video telling my community why I've been gone, pretty much informing them of what's been going on, because there's a lot of people in this community that I feel have been with me and supporting me for so long that I feel that I have to tell them what's going on. So I made this video, and in this video, I did make myself very vulnerable. I exposed myself for what I was truly feeling. Like, it was rough, bro. I cried in the video. I told people the situation, showed the pictures, everything, man. It's a tough thing, man. And in the video, I said, I've never asked my community for money. Bro, I have people in my community that have donated tens of thousands of dollars, bro. I have somebody that has donated easily $80,000, $90,000 to my channel and myself over the past years. Easily. And you can ask that person. I've never asked them for money. I've never asked anybody for anything in my community. But in that video, I said that if there's anybody out there that wants to help me in this situation, I would really appreciate it. That's all I said. And the very next thing I know is Saint Tauntus is making fun of it. He's diminishing the whole situation and pretty much using it to farm engagement and make himself seem like a badass. He's making fun of the fact that my dog has cancer. Pretty much saying that I am begging my community for money. He's using a dog having cancer as a way to farm engagement. And I'm gonna just be real with you guys. Had that happened in real life, had this dude walked up to me and made fun of my dog, only one of us would have walked away. But that's beside the point. We're on this internet shit, so let's deal with the internet shit. Here we are. And that's why I'm making this video. Because guess what? Even though there has been a lot of people in the space that have gone at St. Taunter, there's some new challengers appearing almost every day, dropping videos, making sure that the Lord's work is being done by shitting on St. Taunter on a daily basis. It seems nobody has had the impact or the relevancy when it comes to shitting on him that I did. And I'm not trying to toot my horn. It's not like it's a fucking accomplishment to shit talk St. Taunter. It's very easy. It's just the way that it's done that a lot of people don't really do, right? There's not a lot of people on camera putting themselves out there easily shitting on this dude. Willing to fight, willing to get on VC and do the calls, bro. There's not a lot of people like me out there. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to drop my videos, and it's not just about vengeance or revenge or checking someone. There's a lot more to it. And I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of you are going to be like, oh, CJ, you're just doing this for money. No shit. Yes, it's very easy to farm St. Taunter for some good revenue. He's a little piggy. He's the piggy of the gacha space. He's the lol cow. And you know what you do with cows? You milk them. Bro, I know you guys were just watching that clip asking yourself, CJ, what the fuck am I looking at? And you know what? Fair. Completely understand, because that's the first thing I did when I looked at that clip. Shout out to the homie Smallest. On my first stream back, this dude decides to drop that clip. And I was like, yo, this thing is crazy. I'm going to save that for a rainy day, and here we are now. I just want to say, ever since I took a break, despite all these people actually still going at him, nobody's really made an impact in the way that I did. And I don't know if it's because I put myself out there on camera. I have no problem talking about anything. I have no problem how it impacts my channel. I just do me, stay real, and speak my mind. And a lot of people tend to focus on disproving St. Taunter and all that. I just want to make him a joke. I want to make sure that everybody makes fun of this dude, because that's pretty much the best way to counter somebody. Make them a joke, and I pretty much did that. So now that I'm back, I want to fill you guys in as to some of the things St. Taunter has been doing, and pretty much why I want to make even more content, because there's just a lot of content to farm on this dude. It's pretty much an infinite glitch, right? So I'm going to tell you guys some of the things he's been doing, and y'all tell me what you think, okay? Let's get it started. So per usual, he's glazing the hell out of Withering Waves. He's glazing it so much that this dude went out of his way to buy a butt-naked Solon Lee body pillow so he can put next to his butt-naked Gion body pillow. He's been Dick Goblin Withering Waves. And I know some of y'all might want to say, well, he also shit talks Withering Waves. No, guys. What y'all got to understand is that he's performative and he only makes videos that please the majority vote. So if he sees a lot of people in the Woo-Wah community upset about something, he's going to pretend he's also upset and make the video so you guys give him some favor. But in reality, he don't give a fuck, right? He's just doing it because that's business, right? But he has been glazing the hell out of Woo-Wah, and with glazing the hell out of Woo-Wah, he's also been shitting on every other gacha game under the sun. And I'm gonna be honest, I could care less what anybody thinks about a gacha game, but I just find it funny, and I know you guys that are tribalistic fucks enjoy that shit. You guys enjoy talking shit about a dude that hates on your game, and he's been shitting on every single game I could possibly think of. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, Neverness to Everness. Bro, every game you could possibly think of that is not Withering Waves has been getting absolutely shat on. Matter of fact, there are games that aren't even out, and he's already making doom posting content and talking shit about the games like Silver Palace. It's pretty much what he does, right? But that's kind of irrelevant. The part what I find interesting is the fact that this dude has been dying, has been trying so hard to get a reaction out of everybody. He's been trying to beef with people and use other people's names and image so he can get some clout because he's that down bad. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick some of the names he's made videos on, okay? Kicking things off with the person he is currently in love with, and that is none other than Gacha Smack. And I just want to say, Smack does not reciprocate the feelings from Saint Tontus. Saint Tontus is out here absolutely in love with Smack. If he's not making video after video after video about Smack, he's making videos about other shit and then somehow tying Smack to them. And if he's not doing that, he's on stream throwing shots at Smack because he's absolutely obsessed with the dude. Now, on top of that, there's been a ton of other people that have been catching strays or flat out straight videos made about them by Saint Tontus. I have a little list over here, so I'm gonna read it out for y'all. First off, Ryuku Sensei. He's made videos about Ryuku Sensei. Psyox. Kuki Kaze. Bro, Kuki Kaze is probably the most chill dude in the Arknight space. This dude is so chill. He doesn't throw pretty much shots at nobody. He's not out here beefing with nobody. He just speaks his mind and, you know, chills and plays the game. Well, he's already thrown shots at him too. He's thrown shots at Doro44. Brand Online somehow started getting a bunch of shots and videos made of him by Saint Tontus. Geekuk, Mtash, and I mean the Mtash one was a little bit merited because Mtash was kind of being extra with it. He's made videos on Asmongold. Some good, some bad, but at the end of the day, trying to use his face for some clout because he's that desperate. He made a goddamn video about Soulja Boy saying that Woowa has gone mainstream. Hey, my boy, I know you're not out here in the streets. I know you don't listen to rap. I know you just listen to I'm a Barbie Girl. But Soulja Boy hasn't been mainstream for like 15 years, bro. This man has not been mainstream since like 1994, bro. What are you talking about, bro? On top of that, he's also made videos on genocide and Captain Cabinets. And if all that wasn't enough, he's still somehow managing to grab his idol, his father's name, and tie him to his videos because, once again, he's that desperate for clout. And if all those names weren't enough, he's also made videos about all the Genshin CCs and brings a bunch of their names into the equation. Long story short, he's been throwing shots and talking shit about a bunch of CCs. And the reality when it comes to the gacha space is that Saint Tontus does that because there's barely any clapback. And it's not because of some of the reasons you might think, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. When he attacks smaller creators, the smaller creators are afraid of the clapback from Saint and his community. To a small creator, getting 30, 40, 50 dislikes on a video is heartbreaking. It feels bad, right? So a lot of smaller creators that get attacked by Saint Tontus don't clap back because he'll send his very little community of like 50 real viewers to like dislike the videos and talk a little shit so they get scared. And then the bigger CCs, example, Brand Online, Doro, Smack, and all of them, well, they're self-made. They either got families or they got sponsors, and they can't be dropping toxic content on their channel. But me, on the other hand, I don't really care about none of that. I can make another channel for all that type of drama and continue to make gachas over here. But the reality of it is, that's why he's able to get away with all of this. Some people simply don't care because they got too much going on, and others are too scared to do something because of the retaliation from him and his inbred community. But you know what I find funny about his inbred community? That you guys are a bunch of bitches. Y'all some pussies, but it makes sense because you watch Saint Tontus. What I find funny is that I, for about a week, had my stream open with my Discord open and in VC telling people, open VC, come talk, come, you know, defend Saint Tontus. And what's crazy is it's not that nobody showed up to defend Saint Tontus. That's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that nobody claims to be a Saint Tontus viewer, bro. Nobody has the balls to flat out say, yes, I'm a Saint Tontus fan. Nobody, bro. Not even his friends that clearly laughed at him and didn't show support while he was going through his whole thing, bro, which I find fucking hilarious. But shit, that's just the surface level, man. I could go on and on about the many people that he constantly dishes shit to. I can make videos about that shit all day, bro. Every time he shits on somebody, I just flip that into a video of my own. And matter of fact, I might just do that. Easy farm, easy views, right? But you guys better enjoy this shit. You better show some support. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't subscribe with us all you want, because I will be doing other content. Gacha videos, tutorials, waiting for the next gacha game to come out. Gonna be on GTA 6 on my other channel. Overall, doing a lot of different content, but I do want to make sure y'all understand that I want to make this video in particular as a warning, bro. This is the first video. It's a mild video. This ain't crazy. This has no memes. This has nothing crazy going on. But I just want to let y'all know some fire content is coming. Some fire content is coming. And we're going to start cooking people. We're going to start cooking Saint Tontas in particular. And we're going to grill him. Now, I'm not going to be out here talking about, well, he said that Arknight's Enfield sucks, so I'm going to prove why it's better. Oh, he gave misinformation about this, so I'm going to correct him. I'm not going to be on that shit. I'm going to be making fun of this dude. I'm going to bring you guys some jokes and some laughter as we simply earn some money while making fun of this dude. Farming like there's no tomorrow. But that's really it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much the whole point of it. This motherfucker once again said my name, and y'all know what I told him. Y'all know, listen, it's this simple, Saint. You say my name, I'm going to obliterate you, bro. I'm going to make videos that are going to make you want to cry, that are going to make your own fan base laugh at it, bro. But if you don't mention my name, I'ma still drop those videos. I'll just go easier on you. So just, you know, sit down and take it like you usually take it from your daddy, from your, you know, your lovers, and just relax, bro. Relax. You know, stay in the closet. Don't come out to deal with me. You know, don't come out to deal with other people. Stay in your lane.
Reminder that Saint Tontas himself said multiple gay men proposed to him and bartenders gave him free drinks.
Was he at a gay bar, or how did that happen?
Your time is coming, brother. Your time is coming, bro. Whether it's me or another content creator, it's only a matter of time before you continue to get cooked. And thank you. Thank you for being such a retard and allowing me and so many other content creators to freely and easily farm you. Easy money! And we don't farm just like you that makes up stuff, moves the goalposts, makes up stories, paints people as things that you have no proof about. All we gotta do is watch one of your videos, watch one of your streams, and right then and there we have Dumb and Dumber. You and yourself. Easy as hell to make content off of you. But that's gonna be it, man. I've been yapping too much. Video's getting boring. Peace. Man, y'all know that dude Saint Tontas about to be out here like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it would seem that more people have Saint derangement syndrome. Their channels are falling off. They don't get as many views as me. They don't have as much clout as me. So they have to say my name. You guys know what it is. In case of emergency, break the Saint Tontas glass. Goofy ass motherfucker.